I decided to film this episode because Retiro Park is the most place I spent time in Madrid. I also decided to meet with the calisthenics legend, Gustav, to show us some moves. Then, towards the end of this episode, we're gonna go to a terrace to get a taste of Madridian culture. This episode, I wanted to film this episode because, alright, you want me to, the walking fast. So I wanted to film this episode in Retiro Park because when I first moved to Madrid, I noticed that there's a huge culture community here in Retiro. There's so much going on, people doing all sorts of things. To be honest, it's one of my favorite parks compared to Hyde Park or Central Park because of just all the things that are going on here. And the landscape is also really, really beautiful.
Madrid is actually one of the greenest cities in Europe, or at least capitals. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I think so. And Retiro is a big part of it. And definitely Retiro is part of the lifestyle of people here in Madrid.
One of the things that I actually wanted to shoot this episode for was the fact that calisthenics is a huge culture in Madrid, let alone in Retiro. There's a park which we're going to now.
Definitely the level here in Madrid is very high. People train here professionally. In Retiro, it's one of the nicest parks because of the greenery, because of the trees, because of the shadow you get when it's hot, And many people come here to train, whether it's professionals or just regular people having their workout of the day. So we have Gusta here. He's actually born in Bolivia, but he has been living in Spain for 14 years now, and he's 4 times national champion. He's competing
in calisthenics.
Gustavo, ¿cómo estás?
Hola.
Bader,
mucho gusto. ¿Cómo estás? Why Madrid? So you've been living here for 15 years. Why did you choose Madrid if you're an international competitor around the world?
¿No? Yo tuve ofertas de irme a otros países para ser entrenador, para trabajar en gimnasios y tal, pero siento que tengo que hacer yo mi vida aquí, hacer mi gimnasio aquí, trabajar aquí. Y nada, yo siento una vida buena aquí, así que no tengo por qué moverme.
When did you start competing? When did you start training to reach this competitive level?
Empecé a entrenar pues como un hobby más, un año tranquilo, yo qué sé, no me gustaba jugar fútbol por ejemplo y me iba a hacer barras. Un año después me enseñaron que había un deporte de calistenia, entonces un tiempo después me empecé a interesar por el tema de competiciones y empecé a competir. El primer año no me fue bien del todo, luego empecé a ver resultados, luego quería volver a competir, sentir que sí puedo ganar, quedar segundo, quedar en el podio y así sucesivamente, pues el hambre te llama a seguir compitiendo.
Forget it. I don't want to embarrass myself too hard. Yes, JD, you got it. That's why I didn't do this right now. In case I break my neck, then we're gonna have to cancel the rest of the show.
Pues mi recomendación máxima sería que hagan ejercicios súper básicos, que primero controlen su peso, vean de lo que son capaces en verdad, que empiecen a hacerlo muy básico, porque si empiezan a hacer ejercicios que no están adaptados a su fuerza, se pueden lesionar.
What about something with the pull-ups? Do you do anything with that?
Sí.
Okay, we can go back to I want to ask, what are your hopes? What's next for Gustavo?
Pues ahora mismo lo que sigue es el Mundial. Ahora tengo una oportunidad este 22 de junio.
Pues, gracias por tu tiempo y buena suerte.
Muchas gracias, hermano.
Gracias.
Gracias.
That was a great workout, honestly. He's a great lad. Honestly, among the other things that I really appreciate about Retiro Park is the fact that there's so many historical monuments. There's like stories,
Yeah.
you know? And this one I learned by one of our very intelligent producers that is one of the only, I think maybe the only monument that is dedicated to the devil Lucifer. Told us actually why Lucifer was expelled from heaven.
Why?
Because he envied God. The power of God is so great, and Lucifer wanted to be above that. So God showed him what he, like, how his omnipotence is by expelling him out of heaven because he disobeyed God, he disrespected God and God's power, because nobody can match the power of God.
It's not just me.
I do it too. So I'm guessing we're entering now the Palacio de Cristal,
Yeah.
and based off of what I learned, this castle is basically a representation of innovative use of glass and iron in the 18th century. Okay, so it's inspired by London's Crystal Palace, showcasing the innovation of glass and iron in the 19th century. What if I film her from my phone?
La tendría que interrumpir para que me firme un papel para que, o sea, no puedo.
Here, I think they do concerts here sometimes.
I mean, it's a great spot. I heard you can go up there.
Yeah.
This is in honor to Alfonso XII of Spain, so that you know. King.
They can't make these nowadays because it would be using people's tax money and people would go outrageous on the king. Whereas back in the day, they didn't have like freedom of speech to tell the king not to do this.
Yeah. And also, the type of monarchy changed. Like, it's not the monarchy in Spain doesn't have the same power it used to have before, like over the country, over the laws, over the people. You know, it's more of a representative.
So this is
Monarchy.
more about, what were we saying about art? It's more like a representation of beauty, much less than...
Yeah, so they used to build these things with the sole purpose of being existing, you know, being
Existing.
beautiful.
And what did you tell us about this being a park for the Queen? At one point before this was public to everyone,
Yeah.
this was just like built for the Queen to have a nice day in the park and like walk
That-
around.
Yeah, the Crystal Palace, and then the whole park was property of the
King.
of the crown. Yeah.
You know what I realized? Is that because obviously making a statue of yourself back in the day was like a flex. You know, like she was probably chilling and she wanted someone to take a picture of her, but she probably said, like, make a statue of me.
Yeah.
This could have probably been how they portrayed themselves, like, to the public. You know how nowadays we have social media, you post and you get like a bunch of likes? This is probably how they got their likes back in the day. Like, look here, it looks like they're posing. You
But
know?
I don't think this was them. These are probably like biblical scenes, because there's an angel as well.
So you don't think this was like the king's son just like having a laugh with his mates?
No.
And like posing for a statue?
No. No, but I think they definitely did that with paintings.
Should we head to the terrace?
Alright, so that was it for the park, and now we're going to
What a day.
Puerta Alcalá. We're going to a terrace, which is like
Terrace.
terraces in Madrid are also part of our lives, you know. We
It's
go
like a
there.
huge, there's a huge terrace
Culture,
scene
yeah.
here. Like like Paris. You know how a lot of
Yeah.
places have outdoor seating area? Every time I walk around and I see a terrace, it's almost impossible to find like a spot.
Yeah, it's
Good thing we have
everyone's
producers that reserve the spot for us, but
I mean, especially here, because we're coming out from the park to Puerta de Alcalá, which is one of the main historical sites in Madrid. And
Can you repeat that? Because I was licking my hand.
It's one of the main historical sites
What
at
is?
Madrid, Puerta Alcalá, which we're going to right now. And
It looks like a roundabout. A lot of these monuments are about like not showing off, but kind of like pride in the monarchy.
yeah,
know?
I mean that's what life used to be.
Yeah,
back
that's
then.
what life used to be like.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and,
true.
And there's some nice terraces looking to Puerta Alcalá. So this is one of the nicest views in Madrid to have a drink.
So we're going to the terrace now to have like drinks. Oh,
We're now at Cappuccino. Like this, it's hard to get a table here. You have to do a queue.
Okay.
But we got a really nice spot, first row to the Alcalá door, and it's one
But-
of the nicest views here in Madrid.
is it like one of the busiest terraces here in Madrid?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
it's popular here?
All around, like this corner, like in front of Puerta Alcalá, they're always full. you know?
Yeah, I see that. So, and our designated chosen one is cappuccino.
Cappuccino, yeah.
Let's go to cappuccino. I guess we can sit here.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Like Bolivians, before in Spain, the Bolivians didn't need a passport, and that's why. Like, tell me more about that.
Yeah, there was a lot of immigration from Bolivia to Spain, and like it was so much that now we require a passport or a visa, tourist visa, work visa, whatever, to come here.
Gracias. Wow, that looks insane.
And this looks so good.
Okay, so this is called the vitamin power because we need some vitamins after.
Love
we
how they
visit.
give you 2 straws and they give me 0.
Oh, I think this one's yours. But sin alcohol, which means these are
Halal.
virgin halal drinks. We thought about having this so we could treat ourselves with that. Look at that.
Ah,
Wow.
this is so good.
Is it?
Like I don't know the sugar-free version, but this one is so good. You want to try?
Cheers.
Do you want to try
Wow.
them? Okay. I thought this was gonna be like you know the McDonald's fries with ice cream.
Oh, really?
Have you ever seen it?
Yes, of course. But you mean the one you dip inside
The ice cream.
ice cream?
Yeah.
Like a McFlurry. You thought we were about to get a McFlurry?
No. But then when the crepe came with the fries, I was like, the fuck?
Have you been here before? Of course.
Of course.
Why? Why, of course?
If
Wait,
you come
this
to
is
Madrid,
weird. Where's the Nutella?
it doesn't have Nutella. It's just whipped cream, ice cream,
Ah,
and
I kind of like my crepes with Nutella, but I'm digging this one too. The Terrace.
have you tried the ice cream? Crepe with
Only with
cutlery.
What do you mean? How do you eat your crepe?
Uh-huh.
You eat crepe with your hand?
Yeah, Nutella crepe, you know, with your hands. Not you eat the crepe.
Really?
Yeah.
With cutlery?
No.
Is that the traditional way or something, or just how you eat it?
That's my way, I guess. My friend from Saudi taught me how to eat with my hands, like rice.
Yeah, it's the
They're like-
Prophet's
like
way.
this.
He used to eat with his.
And then you
Three
like push
fingers.
it with your finger.
Yeah. What did you say about Paris?
I'm going to Paris
When?
next weekend, and they have crepes there. So
Oh, no way. Why are you going?
I'm gonna ask about the proper way to eat a crepe.
This is the terrace life.